You were inspired by the art, but you're smitten with the artist. You dodged Cupid's darts, his arrows missed. You were enthralled by the art, but you were tempted by the artist. You tell them apart, you did resist. You know that I've got time, got your back and you've got mine, honey. I let them know that I've got time. When your friend opened her mouth and her rude comments came out, she looked at me for approval and was met with my refusal. She tried to belittle you and expected me to agree. Let me tell her one thing she don't know about me: I'm protective. The thing you adored about him was that he adored you. That was the beginning and end of the attraction for you. It was no more, no less. He waited in your queue. The thing you adored about him was that he adored you. You think he's more than good enough, but you didn't want to have to bluff. Sometimes you don't have chemistry or mutual compatibility. Your politeness, unrelated to ethics. Your status quo, unrelated to morals. Your honesty, unrelated to integrity. Your slander, unrelated to candor. Age didn't make you better. Age didn't make you smarter. You said you'd be wiser by now, but age only made you older. You think you have learned it all, finished growing, standing tall. Young, but look down on the youth. They are way, way more astute than you will give them credit. To you, their ideas aren't valid. Nightclubs, traffic, and ticket stubs. She's in sunny weather, boat riding and theater. New names in a new city, she's sitting pretty. She's adapting and transacting, I'll sing it out loud, I'm so proud. She's reinventing and cementing, I'll sing it out loud, I'm so proud. She's departing and embarking, I'll sing it out loud, darling, take a bow. New names in a new city, street signs and properties, museums and restaurants, an address she will flaunt. He said with words he goes to war, saying what's so uncalled for. But you say he's a different him when he's angry. It's like a switch is flipped when he's angry. He doesn't know when to quit when he's angry. You thought I opened up to you. I talked so much, said nothing new. You thought it was a breakthrough. You thought it was way past due. I move my mouth and you listen. You thought that I finally let you in. Faked my participation. I had you believing. My figurative vertigo is shrinking my potential. Back and forth swaying, been emotionally straying. Disorganized and disoriented, I'm confused and I've lamented. Falling over I'm dizzy as I'm sober. Oh my, I've lost my balance. I'm not under the influence. The plight is despite all my might. I'm not agile or upright. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. I'm not her. I'm not your hypothetical girl. You treat me like a hypothetical girl. Swear I'll react like every lady in the world. Assume I'll only desire what you expect. Convinced I'll only be what you predict. Done already, made up your mind. Project your vision of a stereotype. You picked out the ending, wrote my lines. I'm confined to the role of your design. You promise I will not find someone like you. No thank you. If you met him, you dislike him too. I'm not frowning, I'm not fibbing. Pack your bags, that's your cue. In the meantime, I'm invigorated and I'm avidly animated. During the moments you're ardently captivated, I'll help you feel liberated. We can be enthusiastic, won't say you're dramatic or too eccentric. As I'm exhilarated, I'm activated. You don't pour a river on my rising fire. You don't ask me to retire. You let me flicker. I'm energized, I'm elevated. You don't have me deflated. I'm activated. A father figure to me for as long as I remember. Wrote to you seasonally, visit you in late November. You've shown hospitality, best friends with your youngest daughter. My escape is my buried hopes. Media is the way I cope. My own social anxiety pauses the possibilities. Creative, not adventurous. I am commonly cautious. Made a daring escape. It didn't change my fate. I didn't arrive at a place beyond my mental state. Once was in the background, was steering my head down. Didn't make a commotion, feared retaliation. Was passively undetected. I didn't get rejected. But I also didn't say a peep. My goals weren't manifested. I didn't sow, I didn't reap. I didn't talk, they say it's cheap. I lived vicariously through screens, hanging on their arms. I was barely on the team. You brought it up, then swept it under the rug. You're who mentioned it. Remains you resurrected, told in a sarcastic tone, then told me to leave it alone. Claim it was in the past, you're who brought it back. A disorder, consumed by the inner intruder. I'm compelled and overwhelmed, I'm anxious, what's the purpose? My triggers track on fingers, my compulsions and fixations. Each routine is a regime. I'm nauseous, I'm exhausted. Isn't it fabulous? I did the trick, then I crash landed. Look at me, so outstanding. Didn't stick the landing. Don't keep up with you anymore. I lost track of you and yours. Maybe in the back of my drawer, the thought of you is stored. I haven't poked around in forever. I've lost track, but whatever. Used to suspicion and envy. Find what I say hard to believe. acclimated to jealousy. Just trust when I say I'm happy. Your old self was left stranded. That old friend feels abandoned. Are there parts that should have stayed? Did you have to trim so much away? What would your old self relay? His type's a gold digger, but gold to give to her. Grabbing with his treasure, I'm his girl no longer. His type's a gold digger, his hypocrite behavior. He break objects, it's accidental, but it's selfish and avoidable. You're intimidating and in the lead. Your tantrums are neglectful deeds. You hold rank over your entourage. You hit them with your barrage. You keep slamming tables. You're moaning and groaning. As a child, I wanted parents in love. I was dreaming of parents in love. Get rid of the grossed out kids. Say they're grossed out, so swap them out. As a child, I was thinking of parents in love. Parents in love. I'm not putting you on trial, but I'm drained by this cycle. They've told me to give leniency, said I should practice clemency. I did that and then you redid the same action you said to forgive. I'm making the attempt. I still get hurt. Could you please put in effort? I could forgive you and move on. I can forgive and we can still divide. You can chase your redemption. I can forgive but not let this slide. Again and again you transgress. Can give grace without full access.